in post-COVID world. This is just an understanding of what happened energetically, of us, all of us, as a collectively, as a humanity, also individually, onto impact on various our, you can say, our society, our institutions, our economy, political systems, and many other, like international relations. Many other things have been impacted. But this is the time to let us understand, take a stock of what happened. So to understand that, we have to go to there is a lockdown, like all over during pandemic. You know that what happened that time. So it is about why that was. I'm talking energetically. I'm not talking medically or other thing. We know what happened, but energetically, what was the bigger picture? That's the grand scheme of things, we call it. So that is a divine plan, you can say. So what was the divine plan, and what was it meant to be? So just to understand that, if you go to suppose you are having all the power. Assume you have all the power into this universe, and you see a planet where the evolution of the consciousness, like our human being, our journey is to be fully conscious. But our potential, we have to arrive at the potential. We self-realization. We understand who we are through our own experience, not by theories. And then that is what we experience who we are and end our journey and into this all these different dimensions. That was the ultimate goal. But towards the goal, we have come here on the planet Earth, taken already human births, many human births before that, all other animal and trees and mineral kingdom, etc. But if our progress is slowed down by a lot of nitty-gritties, like negativities, or like too much of selfishness into our, that they become built into our societies, in our structures, or the economies, and all those kind of things, and this huge what is called anomaly in the distribution. It is not that our, in the planet Earth, they do not have wealth. The wealth distribution is the matter. The overall wealth, sum total of the wealth, is not an issue. We have many. So it is redistributed. So some systems have been developed just to make, like, rich people get richer and poor become poorer, and all those things. A lot of social inequalities and many other things, many other man-created issues and all those things. Those are the issues are slowing things down, slowing our consciousness evolution, what was supposed to good for the evolution of the human consciousness. That was becomes slowed down such a extent that there was a risk has come because of the massive, upheaval, and maybe some kind of world war or this kind of stuff, and where people will kill each other, and human race will be wiped out from this planet. There was a very high possibility of that because of this. So in general, there's countless things. I can keep on talking. Night will be over, but the list will not be over. You know that. Most of the things, what is happening and all those kind of things. And so there, if you are controlling the consciousness of the planet, the Mother Earth, something need to be done by the Mother Earth, so that we are her children, so that as a children, as a human race, we don't fight with each other and die. Means whole human race extinguishes from this planet. So Mother Earth need to do something, to save the planet. And that something was manifested like what you call is the global lockdown or this pandemic. It can be by any other means as well. It is just a pandemic happened to be a one, but it can be different ways it is possible. So what happened was everything becomes standstill. Our so-called normal way of life has been standstill. So, and it is quite a long time. It's not a 1 or 2 days that we said months together. In years, it was been like that. All the normal system has been put on hold, and many things has been, we have forced to reassess all our priorities, all our things and all. I'm not talking about our common people, because we are mostly busy with earn a living and take care of the families and all those things. So from our side, it is not means we are still have to sort it out, find it out how to deal with things. It is okay. But in general, if you see, many of the activities have been put on hold, put on break. Suppose somebody was having a huge corruption racket, that has to put on hold. It is not possible for any human being or few people are doing there. So unless until there is a huge shutdown or things, people will not change their way of doing things. Yeah. Anyway, so to understand this, let me give an analogy. Okay, suppose there is a river, and there is a river flow is there, and slowly, what was happening is a lot of small encroachments on the river. Somebody put some kind of small structure into the river, to have some kind of benefit, and then maybe few places they wanted to put some more, like they are controlling that water, and they don't want to go to some other part of that. So they put some kind of local stuff there, and they are using this, using and polluting the water. I'm saying that these are the kind of, say, equivalent activities are going on, and the flow has been slowed down, that it is even the weeds and all these things, they start popping up. They're putting the slow down further. Those the fishes and other things, they were dying, and there was no way to that they can grow, and all those things happening. Suppose you are in charge of this planet. You can have the right to all the river and how they are managed. So what you decided to put a dam on the river, upstream. In the mountains, you created a huge dam and stopped the flow altogether in this river. And maybe 1 month, 2 months, or few months, and that reservoir, the water is getting high and high. And then, of course, in the whoever is having small thing they are doing down in the river, and they are having own setup establishment, and whatever they try to manipulate the water and all those things, they become high and dry because there is no water. Forget about mismanaging and polluting and all those things. There is no water, and considerable amount of time there is no water. So they have to shut down their whatever they are doing, all these efforts, and after a few months they run away. This is no longer lucrative. So after a few months, when the reservoir gets full, then you decided to release the water altogether. So in this gush of water, they came and flushed all the remaining things, whatever the kachra and all those things in the bottom of the river. They are flushed out in the river. That the channel opened up. The flow is very good because now it has got a very deep. All these obstructions are there and over, and it's a pure fine water now flowing. And once it is done, the process is done. Now it is a good chance of flowing good amount of river, water, down the river, and everybody, whoever was, is there on the river banks, they are getting benefited. And all the old small structures of the manipulation and all those things are gone. The weeds were dried, and those, anything else they have created, they have shut down, collapsed, and all those things altogether. So now the river come to its full force, and with a lot of water is started flowing again, onto this water, and in the process, it uplift the whoever was that staying in the river bank, and further down the river valleys and all, they start prospering again. This is what exactly happened energetically during the COVID and post-COVID. Post-COVID, like the dam has opened and the flush of the energy came, and this is now flooded everywhere. All this energetic flushing is happening all over the world, and they have got several. It has got several symptoms associated with it. Several symptoms associated with it, and these symptoms, like suddenly it feels like so many things, changes are happening faster. And whatever is happening, they are very intense. Like it is faster and more powerful. Like as the example of opening the dam, so it is short period of time, lot of water will flow. Earlier there was nothing. So this kind of things has an impact. Of course, there is an impact, and this impact has happened on our or in an individual level on of us. So that I will go into little detail, whatever the things are happened on us energetically, and because of that. Now, let me also explain to you that energetically, during this period of time, as you see the level of the reservoir is going up, in the equivalency of, in our earth, the frequency of earth has gone up during the period, multifolded, in fact. And this high frequency was needed for that flushing activities, so that everything can be flushed out, negativities and what is being earlier obstacles have been removed at one go. So this is that the understanding of that. So in this process, all human beings, we are on the planet Earth, we have been impacted. Okay, one impact happened on the overall planetary environment. You can see that the extreme, the weather conditions, the floods and storms and all, it has increased. Actually, many forest fires and all those kind of things have increased. As well as there was some kind of chaos into that all over the world happen on the psyche. I will come to that level little later. What exactly happened to the people on Earth later. The first thing is the time will be apparently started many things happening together, many fast things after quite a long period of like a shutdown or lockdown, and so that is very much clear. And this impacted, the high frequency impacted on the human being in the multiple ways. Individually, what was happening was that some of us, we are being given that upliftment towards our ascension. Ascension means our changing our vibration to a level where we can hold higher energies, like higher spiritual energies, higher level of. We have got our body is also, there are DNAs, there are coded versions of there. some DNA activation needs higher frequencies. And so higher frequency activating our DNAs to open up the many, many faculties within us is encoded within us but never activated earlier. And also, it is helping us to hold that higher energy and higher level of vibration. Vibration is directly proportional to the energy. If you learn in the physics, so E is equal to h nu or hv. It is H is Planck's constant, so it is directly proportional. Higher the vibration, the more the energy. So we need to vibrate higher to hold higher energies. That is the idea. And of course, that we know that that consciousness mapping, Dr. David Hawkins, that the consciousness mapping 250 is the neutral, below is negative, and we know that the 500 is the love vibration, 250 to 500 is a positive vibration, and love and above 500 plus, then 700 above is this vibration is enlightenment vibration. So to go into that range, your body structure, cellular structure should be prepared. Earlier days, what was happening was people used to do a lot of spiritual practices and sadhana to enhance that vibration, so that it went up to that level, cross 700 and hold it there. It is not touching and coming down. You have to hold it above all the time, so that if the vibration goes high there, energy wise also, you will be all the time, you can hold higher vibration, just holding it. You need not to do anything with it. So to go to that level, earlier people used to do a lot of sadhana. The earlier masters, they have to do a lot of things to reach up to that level. But now what is happening, there is a push from the Mother Earth to go into that direction. All of us, we have been pushed into that. So maybe earlier it was little below, like less than 250, 210 or 220 of that range. Quite a long time. It was between 200 and 210 for quite a long time. When overall average was negative, but now it has been pushed up. When it has been pushed up, then all those who already into the path, who are already crossed that by their own sadhana and all those things, so they have been given much boost to help others and to bring the consciousness of the planet Earth, just by vibrating high. They can share their energy field and they help humanity to grow. But here also there is a catch here. We have a free will. Everybody has a free will. Some of them, they choose to be associated with high vibrational people like masters and others. They are got benefited because they are gradually that is a go with the flow sort of thing. Like whatever the Mother Earth's energy is going, they are guided and they're going and they're following that. Some of them, because we have the free will, some of them are resisting it because they cannot withstand this kind of high vibration. They are resisting it, and their negativity in them, selfishness in them, very high vibration, selfishness cannot stay there. But in the lower vibrations, selfishness and all those kind of things, jealousy and all, all these things are there. So these particular, then what is happening is they don't want to shift, because they think, basically living in fool's paradise, they are thinking that it is an existential threat. So by hook or crook, they wanted to stay with that. They want to go back to the old system and all those things. And this particular thing, and it is happening in many, quite a big number of population on planet Earth. And that creates human, the chaos on this planet Earth. Whatever you see, that the political systems and on Earth, what is going on, it is a clash. they're fighting with each other. No, that is the coming from that, because they have chosen to not to go with this higher vibrational, higher things towards that direction. They try to hold it. It is not possible to hold. Like I gave an example of that the what is called the dam, and now the dam has, the water has been opened. Whatever small structure you erected earlier, that will be all flushed out. It is not possible to hold it. So because it is force is very high, it is not possible. And this is okay. I can see some question. Jayanto, hold your question. That we'll have question answer session. Then we will discuss about it in detail. So now what is so that was the primary reason for the chaos. Okay, so they cannot leave that kind of so-called their ownership and the selfish motives, and they are trying to hold it, and the flushing is coming out, and those are things that are happening all over the world. Okay, now those who already progressed onto the other part, what is happening to them? Let us understand this part. Okay, as I just explained, that Mother Earth is helping us. It is the purpose of help. That is, it raised its vibration, and it is going to open up our self-awakening and the consciousness awakening of that. So those are they've gone into with their own effort, and their the consciousness are opening up, and so they become empathetic, so they are sensitive people. So they already have done a lot of things, practices earlier. So now what is happening is that their energy field and facing something called energy interference. Why it is energy interference? Because they have not gone to a level where it will be absolutely isolated, insulated from any kind of interference. Like if you fly very high, then there will be no point in like a fly in the aeroplane level, there is no one can hit you from the ground, like a normal throwing stone. But you are flying like a bird, then from the ground, somebody can throw something like a stone or arrow, and you can get hit. So, in this case, what is happening is when the aura and all, we are in the process of getting into that the higher, like as I mentioned, our own practices plus Mother Earth, the vibrationally we are going high. So we are on the way there. But when the way there, we cleansed a lot of things to come to that level. A lot of blockages and all gone, and we are walking towards that path. And because of those, a lot of negativities onto the pool of the population, they are coming as throwing stones onto that, like it is like what is called the glass window, and that there is a stone coming, or you can say sometimes it's powerful, like a dart. They are coming, arrow, they are coming and hitting that. So what they do is, interference is because then the people who are on the process of that awakening, they get affected by it. It is the aura and all get punctured, like they can create some holes into that. The masters can see that, masters can do, and there will be they are helping them to repair them and move forward. But I will come to that at the end. What is the way forward? But understand what is happening. So because of these changes, because of this chaos, and because of this interferences, that they're getting bombarded with a lot of throwing stones, and their own energy field is getting affected, and this case is getting impacted. You can just check with your own experience into that. So it gets like it is. There are many things are happening. Like because of this energetic higher thing, our old wounds, like maybe their something was not healed properly, they are now surfacing because it has been because of shaken up things that they are surfacing. So we need to do some healing for those things which is coming up now, and earlier it was not fully healed. If it is already healed, it will not come back, but it is, if it is still there is something remaining in these things, so they are coming back. Some old memories suddenly they pop up and try to disturb us mentally, some forgotten long thing long back, but they are now coming back, and our body is trying to adjust with this the new vibration, new frequency. Our body need to go into the higher vibration, because as I mentioned, our body should be prepared to hold the higher energy level. Low energies no longer will serve us. We need to have that thing, like we have to do that. Suppose earlier days people used to just go different places on walking, yeah, because whatever their livelihood, maybe on walking is good enough, yeah. But then they started expanding little bit, and they used to take journeys like once in few months to travel to another place and another village or something, or relocate there. Rarely, but a regular job they can go just by walking, But later on, the work culture has changed, and the job and all, they want some kind of career. Hmm. So because it's not possible to cover it with work, so they take help of the animals to go to the further places, and later on that becomes like a cycle and bicycle and all those equivalent of those animals. So this particular aspect, so they are coming into now. So nowadays, what happens is it becomes we need to have some kind of public transport or car on our own, because it is no longer limited to a certain distance that we can go on. Forget about walk, even the cycle or this is not possible. You have to go to the little further distance. Maybe I work somewhere which is maybe 50 kilometer away or 100 kilometer away, maybe, and you have to do daily. So it is not possible. So that means that you have to change your vehicle to faster and faster to do your own livelihood, earn your own livelihood. You are not doing something else. But to do that, the whole system has been changed. So you need another type of vehicle, more faster vehicle to reach to your workplace. It is simple as that. Same thing with the human body. You need the higher vibration to go to do your normal work. You are not doing additional work. But as the vibration has gone up, you have to have, your body should be capable enough, like transition from cycle to car is a necessity now. It is no longer a luxury. So it is be required to cover a distance what you are supposed to do on daily basis to do your living and earning for that purpose. Same here. Okay. So anyway, so now what is happening, I'm go back to the what we're discussing. So because of this change, our body is also now undergoing this. It happened during COVID period, lockdown period, and that is actually a lot of things already changed. I had an earlier discussion about what are the changes happening. But now what is happening, our body has changed. It has gone to a much, when you go to the higher vibration, your density will come down. Like anything is lower vibration means denser, and higher vibration is lighter. So your body become lighter, and now this energy interference, so they're throwing dart at it. So all negativities you get because you are sensitive to this kind of negative inputs you are getting from the outside world, external world, and it impacts you. Because you get up more sensitive, you got lighter. So this kind of issues, what is happening is it affects sometimes, like you feel tired, you feel exhausted, unnecessary. There is no such physical much, things happening all over the world. I mean, in your world, but you have not done much thing physically, but still you feeling tired. Sometimes your body needs a rest. You're mentally little bit agitated, and these kind of things are that very common. These are happening very common, and this energy interferences and They also it can like create some kind of negative feeling and fear. Sometimes, pockets of fear or anger and all those things. And these things are symptoms associated with it. Okay. And this is clearly an energy interference symptoms. And there, if you are in touch with in the that like a spiritual group or the master, then you will be guided. So don't worry about that. But a lot of people are searching for this. What's happening to me? They are surprised. You know, they are they are on the path of the spiritual awakening, and they are doing all the good things or the right things. Still, they are facing this. Also, there is another part is that if the earlier I was mentioning about your own the healing of that some area, they call it that your dark areas, like some of the pockets of the dense areas which is not healed earlier. That's now there is time to they will come and they will pop up there, and better to do the healing. Those who has not got opportunity to heal, or even they have some set of healing in earlier, but in this slot they need a fresh healing and fresh kind of things again, again in that different level. They need higher level of healing, so these kind of things can go forever. They cannot bother any further else. So it is little bit of confusing, little bit of exhausting, little bit of this phase, a little bit perplexed what is going on there. And there are a lot of changes already happened within us. Our preference has changed. Sometimes our food habit changes, our sleeping habit pattern changes, and many other changes happen. In some of the people's life, this kind of energy transition happen in other ways. Many people, they're in transition of job, they lost job, and maybe some business collapses, and maybe some relationship ended. And of course, those are prelude of having something which is fully in tune with this new vibration, new frequency, and new part of that consciousness, definitely there. So whichever is not serving you anymore, it will go from you anyway. So it doesn't matter whether you liked it and how good it was and all, it doesn't matter. But that particular energy domain has been changed, like it is before the what is called the dam was built. That was the before. Nothing will come back. So forget about that. It is better to try to find out that your way forward. You are guided. You are protected. You are blessed. So not to worry too much. Worrying only happening because of these energy interferences. So those are pockets. So the master we are there. They will heal you. And they will help you to come to that level. But you should have that kind of determination or that kind of thing. You have to do it with all the positivity, and this you have to build it. This is one of the part of the actually the process that you need to do from your side. Now let me go to the points. Let me see whether I covered all the points, and then I can go on to the concluding part of it. Okay, first is what happened to energy of art during COVID. I think I explained that. Energy transformation of humanity and its purposes. So the purpose is ascension. I just told you the Mother Earth, what is being done. Impacts on man-made systems of the world. Yes. So I touched upon it. Actually, what is happening was like the small structure erected into the river. The all man-made structures are getting impacted. That is as a whole, the Mother Earth has not changed, but whatever as change means that, of course, the environment, sunlight, and all those things, air we breathe, those are not changed. But anything man-made, this is undergoing havoc transformation. To transform means it has to be collapsed first, and then it will make the strong foundation for the new one, and then the new structure comes up. So all the man-made systems are impacted. That includes our economic systems, includes our education system, healthcare system, and all this, our society norms, and many other things, like our political systems and the interrelation between the countries. These are all comes into this, the man-made systems. So they are getting heavily impacted. So, and energy interferences at personal level, I explained how to overcome negative energy impacts and recharge ourselves. So this is what now I will going to explain. See, this we have to follow some kind of simple thing to overcome this kind of energy interferences. Of course, this is temporary, but because it is temporary, but it has potential to drag you down if you are not careful. So what you need to do, I'm just explaining here. So first yourself is the affirmation and empowering belief. You have a capacity to make you like win as a soldier, or you can run away from the field and you will die in the jungle. There is no way you can have that kind of escape. There is not, escaping is not possible. Okay, you have to face it. Better to face it with a right attitude. That right attitude is shifting your own. You can give yourself affirmations. That's all good. It is all as per I'm enjoying my newfound consciousness. I'm empowered. I'm getting blessed by the divine. So it is all good, all fine. Our as a humanity, as Earth, we are going to a much better place. So in the positive and present tense, you have to tell yourself, which is the truth. So that you don't fall in the trap of the fear and all those kind of things. Then they will drag you down. And of course, in this, when you do that, another thing is you ask for everybody, not for yourself. The selfish motive that is gone. This kind of will not work. When I win, you lose will not work. Those who are still into that mindset, that they will ultimately crushed. Okay, that is what the message I got from Babaji earlier. Those who are into that business still will be crushed, and like that water will flush away and do its own course anyway. So don't try to do small things here and there. Okay, so but if you do that, you are fully aligned with this divine flow of energy. So you have to do yourself, convince yourself that this is the positivity reinforcement is required. And this also that daily energy cleansing, that is also, it is important. So you have to cleanse your energetically the space you live in. So that is important. We have done earlier said that several methods how to do it in the different ways, that violet light cleansing and other cleansing. Any other activities you do for your own things, like any kind of like a chanting and other things, like some vibration, sound vibration, like a good vibration chime is there. So that creates your environment that is good for you, that will elevate you, cleanse your the atmosphere into your space what you are living. Next is try to get in touch with Mother Earth more often, more frequently. And many of you, I guided that you have to walk barefoot on the grass sometimes to earth yourself. Or you can meditate sitting on the ground, and then you intend that vibration of Mother Earth is flowing through you and filling you up and overpowering you. So these kind of things you can practice. And also you can do some aura cleansing. Aura cleansing can be done by your master, and when you meet comes into the field of any master, your aura cleansing happens automatically. So, and also, and it was you can request that your aura to be cleaned by some master who can hold and channel the energy and cleanse your aura, and that is quite possible. And for the aura cleansing, fire kriya is the best method. That full aura get cleansed. All these interferences will run away. And the fire is the purifying energy, and it purifies everything at all levels. So, and that is why it is important to have this kind of fire kriya or fire ritual to clean your aura, and that will, relieve you from all these kind of patches and pockets and damaged aura kind of thing, so you can regain yourself. And end of it, you will be having like a huge energetic human being with, big aura, holding that your energy, and that will be required for your actual ascension or the spiritual awakening, or whatever, enlightenment, whatever you call it. And the time has come for do that. As I mentioned, the time looks very fast. So whoever earlier in, it was takes years to come to that level of the awakening and evolution. Now it is possible in a much faster way. So it is within few months it is possible if you are, like a do it practice or spiritual practice with a full intensity, full of honesty, and the factor is pure love. It is opening and holding the pure love is the key. So when it is your the transformation there, then you have to hold that with pure awareness. That awareness is awareness called, it is the light of awareness. So that is called light activation. You are fully aware being. That light activation, it happens, and our cell, all the body cells and our psyche, we are ready for this light activation. And this year it is specifically meant for all of us. We are energy sensitive or who are already on the spiritual path for that light activation. And this light activation we have with Babaji's grace. We already started during Guru Purnima. You have all attended, and this already started that, and we will conclude that into the Varanasi camp, what was already announced yesterday with Babaji and Mataji's blessings. So we will complete that process. So that is important for all of us to be fully tuned, fully aware, and go into conscious, multidimensional being. And it will help us to complete our uh, journey to reach our goal on planet Earth. Okay, with this, I will conclude this learning session. And now I'm open for any question to answer. Yes, Janto, go ahead with your answer. I didn't read the answer. I have a question. Please, say it again for information of everybody. Your question. Janto, you are muted.
All the time they talk about vibration, and 250 vibration is
Yes.
minimum, and we have to go up to 500 and 750. Those were must tests. So what is the meaning of vibration here? That means vibrating machine. I think it's a dovish question, but still I want to clarify. Vibrating machine also have some vibration. And here, what type of spiritual vibration? What is the difference between spiritual vibration and that vibration?
Janto, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat and a little louder, please?
What is meant by spiritual vibration, and how it is different from normal vibrating machine vibration?
Okay, fine. Yes, yeah. Okay. See, that the machine and all these things, those are the mechanical vibrations like RPM and other things that we know that. See, there is another vibration in the field which is creates. Okay, if it creates anything, and that is the energy field it creates, and energy field has its own vibration. So, as for example, like uh, suppose something is creating some sound. Okay, suppose a machine is creating sound. I'm just giving very simple example to understand that. So cause is the machine which is rotating at certain rpm, and it is giving some sound out. So that is the sound has its own vibration which is emitting, it not necessarily in the same rpm. So in our case, what is happening is in the cellular vibration, it is going at a certain level of cellular vibration, then it is able to receive the higher, uh, like higher energy. As I mentioned, the higher energy is we need a higher vibration to receive that kind of energy, so that when we are cellular vibration going high, then we are open to receive much higher level of energy. This higher level of energy, it is already there into that all over, it's not something new, like full spectrum is available. Only the higher one, purer one, those subtler one, those we are now mentioning it as a spiritual hmm, vibrations. Like you can say what is spiritual, that is you can say the purity which is more in purer form, so then it is spiritual. At the same time, for understanding purposes, let me also tell you, more higher you go, purity automatically comes. The lower vibration contamination is not possible into that high level of vibration. It automatically comes out. I normally give an example of cleaning of say gold jewelry. Some old gold jewelry is there, there's a lot of dirt into that jewelry. If you go to a jeweler and say this is very old jewelry, came from my grandmother or whatever, so I wanted to sell it now. So first thing they will do it is put it in a jar of water, put that and put it in a machine called ultrasonic cleaner. Simply it does, it raises the vibration of the water at high level, so that any dirt into that jewelry comes out into the water. Simple. Only how to get rid of the dart is to raise the vibration. That's all. So it raises the vibration of the water. All dart automatically, disconnects from the gold jewelry, comes into the water and take the jewelry out, and it becomes a clean. So same here. All we go into the hair, we are getting cleaner and cleaner. We are able to get into that domain of that, and that's how we get the hair and hair connections. Our more and more faculties open up. Our DNAs gets activated. So as you all know that our most of the people, the DNA activation happens only up to 3%. So if you go to the higher vibration, if you go to 10 or 20%, you will be a superhuman being. A lot of things, qualities will develop, which was coded, encoded you, it will be uncoded, and you will get that thing. So anyway,
So
so this is the
how to
understanding about it.
improve? How to improve vibrations, cellular vibration?
Yeah. So what we are practicing is we call 108 stomach breathing. We practice in the morning to raise cellular vibrations. And when we practice the Kriya and whatever we learn, we get the Kriya. Kriya also enhances the vibration, but from the chakras. But the energy system, that vibration goes up. But for cellular vibration, you have to do 108 stomach breathing practice in the early morning. So there is, I think at the time of initiation, I give it to everybody to practice. It is like a top up.
Thank you.
Daily, if you practice, you will keep
Thank
on
you. I'm
increasing.
clear. I'm clear. Thank you.
Oh, all right. God bless you. Okay, I don't think any further time is much time is left into this slot. So if anybody else having any question, I don't know whether we have a time for a quick one, or I think better to do it in the next one. All right. So fine, all of us, we will see you into the next link when we'll continue with this question answer with this session. So I see you on the other side of this session. All right. Okay. Om Mangalam. All right, I think let us start our session, and we'll allow other to join in when they approach. All right, Vikas, you raised your hand. Just go ahead
Yeah,
with your question.
I wanted to ask uh, on this Mother Earth, the various places has their own vibrations.
Yes,
I mean, vibration changes from place to place, and
that's
individuals individuals who are staying at that place. Is there any matching phenomena there?
yeah, good question. So answer is yes. The different places on planet Earth has its own vibration. Okay, and even within a place, and some spots are may have the higher or lower vibration than the average of the other area because of the kind of uh, vibration of the things the people are living there or people are going there is having. Okay, like in the places of worship and all, the vibrations goes high. So, and the same thing into some areas when the same say city or something and become notorious of them, some bad elements are there it has become denser, it is goes down. Okay. This which areas having a naturally higher into the energy and there is a concentration points of that energy, they are called Shakti Sthal. Okay, they are the energy points which is a spiritually it is important. Like if you go to a Shakti Sthal and then what will happen, understand this way, it is having a very high energy. So if you go there even for a shorter time, you get induced with that, you have a shoot up with your energy level. But at the same thing, you can have the other places will take time and effort to come to that level of the energy, because that is they are not the natural energy. Hmm. So, but saying so, your own capacity of receiving energy also matters. That's why not everybody get the same energy. Hmm. Like if you are going to collect water from a water body, it's a lake. Hmm. How much water it will collect depend on the capacity of your container. Hmm. Okay, so that is why it is important to, before you go to those kind of places, you should be ready. You should be having a capacity to get more, and so that when you visit there or any kind of location, you can fill your reservoir with that, and then that it will help you. Hmm. And it is also depends of your attitude. If you are going the surrender with a devotion, gratitude invites grace. So if you are going there without any sense of gratitude or any kind of like a reverence or respect, you still will not get it. You visit there, but you will not get. Okay. So those are equally plays role into that. So your own condition and the place, of course, that place has got the different vibration. The higher vibration places are called Shakti Sthal. If you go with the high vibrational places with right attitude and with your own cellular vibration, then you will utilize that maximum. Short amount of time, very high level of energy shift will happen within you. That is the purpose of visiting the specific places, so that you can get maximum benefit out of it. And if you go some places in a presence of a master, then it goes multifolded, because master will help you to take the maximum out of that, and that magic happens. Okay, in a very short time. How long you stay, then it doesn't matter. Okay, you get that in a very short amount of time, you will get it. And then you got that is called energy recharge. You got fully recharged with the energy what you need for your own spiritual ascension. Okay. Okay.
Thank you. RP, I have another question also.
Sure. Mm.
As you mentioned, and just during your learning session, uh, that's when we are doing sadhana or meditation, sometimes your some memories suddenly crops up, and
Mm-hmm.
one gets diverted. I mean, some maybe some fear, or sometimes it is other way, some good
Mm-hmm.
memories which
Mm-hmm.
enhance your energy.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any process to get rid of this, or locking arrangement, so that
Mm-hmm.
this should not happen?
Okay. Okay. This is also a good question. See, first of all, let me inform you, locking is not possible. Don't even try. Okay. Locking, not allowing it to come, is not possible. Hmm. What you need to do when it comes up, as and when it comes up, simply be in the witness mode. That's all. Allow it to flow by. It will go. It will not stay there. It will come, it will go also. But be in the witness mode without getting involved. That is aloof attention that we practice every time. Okay, be in the aloof attention. Let it pass by. Let it not affect you. Okay. If your vibration is high, then the witness, the attention you are giving, that brings the consciousness, power of the consciousness to extinguish it. Your intense witnessing can extinguish it forever. It can heal it forever. Okay, it will not bother you anymore, but you have to be not getting affected by it. You have to simply be the witness, and in the witness consciousness, in the power of witnessing, it will dissolve. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All
Thank you,
right.
Arki.
God bless you. Okay, Monali, you raised your hand.
Yes, Guruji. I want to know that if can other persons give us negativity if we don't allow them?
Means whether other person's negativity affect you.
Yeah, yeah. If
Yeah.
we don't allow them,
Yeah.
Can it affect me?
No, no. I mean, see, that is a protection shield is there, energetic shield. Okay, this is also taught. Whoever has asked earlier also it taught how to invoke protection shield. If you take a protection shield, energetic protection shield, other people's energy will no longer affect you. Basically, to have your energy affected, someone needs your permission. Without allowing, they have no right. But if you lower your guard, if you reduce your vibration, that is the time they take chance and come and overpower you. So best is you raise your vibration, then they will not be able to affect you. Okay. And that is the best way to do. But even if it is getting affected, you can energetically take protection shield. And also you can put a barrier if somebody is disturbing too much energetically, you can create an energetic barrier. Like I already explained that two anti.
Yeah, yeah. Anti-clockwise twice, and then put the cross across that
Yeah.
circle. It
One
is
card.
like that.
Two anti-counter.
Anti-clockwise.
Correct. So that will create
Okay, one card.
energetic,
Two times.
yeah, energetic barrier so that it will
Okay.
other people energy will no longer affect you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. God bless you. Okay, Shoma, go ahead with your question.
Yes. Uh, I had two questions which is not related. One is that I was reading, you spoke about this energy shift that happened after COVID, right?
Yes.
So there are people, I don't know whether it's true or not, but there are more contacts with other beings in the universe. Is that true? That has opened a kind of a portal for other beings to be in touch? Like, I don't know what to call them, alien, if you can call them.
Okay.
Is that
Okay. No, fine. Okay, let me answer this. Uh, this is not new. This is not
okay?
happening now. Okay.
Okay.
Post COVID. It's nothing to do with post COVID. Contact with the other being, other dimensional being are happening from thousands of years. It's not new.
Okay.
Okay. It needed your intention to do that. Other being alien and other things, they're, this galactic, the whole galaxy is a full of being. You know, something is physical, some of them non-physical. Non-physical means that they're operating in a different vibration level. That's why we cannot physically see them or touch them or talk to them.
Okay.
Okay. So, but establishing communication with them is possible. Okay, we have to go to that level vibration, and the bandwidth will create and then communicate. Many people can do that. Hmm. Communicating with other dimensional being, or we call aliens and other
Mm.
things. They are there. They can be present somewhere without even you seeing it. So why you cannot see? Because our, if you say the vibrationally, our like um, what is called spectrum, the
Mm.
visible spectrum is very small. VIBGYOR, if you see the whole electromagnetic spectrum is very small. And all higher and higher we say the ultraviolet, lower we say the infrared. And we just leave it there. But that means if there is any kind of set of vibrations which is below or above it will not be able to see them. But it doesn't mean they don't exist. In fact, if you understand technically, then lowering it's possible infinitely. Like if it is
Okay.
a Hertz vibration is there, suppose, then it can be 1, it can be 110, 0.1, 0.01, 0.001, 0.00001. It can go to infinite, right? It can be smaller and smaller and smaller
Hmm.
infinitely. Same as the higher. It can go to the the millions and billions and trillions and zillions and go on and on and on, and again in the infinite range. So frequency domain is vast. We are operating, we need to understand that what we call the five senses, what we can see, talk, means the so-called scientific minded people say, I don't believe in something which is not, I cannot see, I cannot talk, I cannot touch. How should I believe it? The answer is at least you believe there is an infinite frequency spectrum. If something is happening in the another spectrum, it can be light wave or it can be sound wave or anything. If it is happening in the other spectrum, you will not be able to recognize it because it is another spectrum. Of course, with some machine amplifier, etc., you can increase the range. That's all. A magnifying glass or microscope, you can increase the range, but you cannot cover the full range. Okay. So to communicate anything into that range, you need a special, way to communicate which permeates between these two areas, these two domains. So this is possible. That is
Okay.
possible. It has nothing to do with this. So aliens are also like another being. So they just came for a visitor and all those kind of things. This is quite possible. Not only that, after death also we could shift our vibration to another domain. It's called Pitrulok. Okay, where it goes, and all our forefathers are there. And this is the time called Pitrupaksh or
Hmm.
this is what happens is during the normal, that's called astral dimension. In the normal dimension, like our 3D world, so that it comes down, like it becomes very near to each other. So it's possible to communicate much better. So that's why there are a lot of rituals happens. They give, the lamp to show the forefathers. They pray and do shraddh and all those things. So during this period, so that your communication reaches there and they can understand you. Okay, very well. So that is also there. So this is a part of the the different dimension. It is possible to communicate, get in touch, and what I mean to say, not necessarily they'll be aliens. Aliens. They can be people like us, but we left the body. Something like that. Also there. They are also there. Okay. All right. And what is the second part you are asking? This is the first.
Second part, yeah. Second part, thank you for the first one. Second part is this fire cleansing can be done at home just by ourselves, like,
Uh,
or
it is possible, but in the lower magnitude, it is possible.
okay.
Yeah, but
So
for
just lighting a lamp
no
could be it?
cleansing,
No, no.
cleansing, you need a master for aura
Okay.
cleansing.
Okay.
But lamp itself is having purifying energy.
Okay.
Okay, lamp. If you lit a lamp in your house, it will cleanse your energy system of the space. That is fine. But I was mentioning about your aura cleansing, which is getting
Oh, okay.
damaged.
Okay.
Damaged by the negativities of the world. You need to clean your
Okay.
aura system of your human being. That need a master's touch to do that.
Okay.
So like suppose your computer is hacked or something happened. You need a computer specialist to clean it and make it operative. Like okay, you cannot do it on your own. So that
That's true.
kind of thing. Yeah. But not
Okay.
where it is better to do little and of course it cleans.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Raj.
Okay, God
Thank you.
bless you. Okay, now I think Chaitali next. Go ahead.
Guruji, I just want to know whether sorrow and depression are negative energy or not.
It is a symptom of lower vibration. Okay, symptom of lower vibration, sorrow and depression is an expression of lower vibration.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
but whether it is natural or not, it is different issue. How to get healed of it, how to come out of it is a different issue. That's healing. But it itself, those are the expression, emotional expressions of lower vibration. Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Guruji.
Okay. Got this. Okay, Aditi, go ahead.
Rajdeep, I would like to know from you that normally in any Hindu puja, priest
Mhm.
used to perform havan and all. So
Mhm.
that also, takes care of aura cleansing and all.
Um, yes and no, because it depends upon the which ritual you are performing. So,
Okay,
okay, so if it is just a havan for any other purpose, that it not automatically cleans your aura.
okay. Say for example, any during any Kali Puja or Durga Puja,
Hmm.
always I saw that priest used to perform havan. So
Yeah,
that generally takes care of purity and all this stuff.
correct. That is for the purity and so invoke and killing the negativity and thing like that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay,
Yeah, but it what I'm saying is it will not necessarily clean your aura.
okay, okay. Understood,
Some
understood.
negativity may go, but
Okay,
your aura
understood.
cleansing may not happen. Aura cleansing has a different ritual. Okay.
Okay, okay. Which only masters can do.
Yeah, normally, but you can learn. If you are come to that level, you can learn also. Clean
Okay,
how to clean your aura.
okay.
But initially, if your aura is punctured by those interferences, then you need a
Ah,
master. You know,
okay.
like I was giving example, the computer is hacked and it is
Yes,
it has
specialist is required.
shut down and locked. You need a specialist. But then you are saying that I'll be make sure that I am not getting be careful and doing not to allow anybody else to interfere into my computer system. So
Mhm.
you check, you be alert and all that you can do it. Okay.
Understood.
So that after that one thing happened, one major cleansing has happened, you are not allowing anybody else to interfere into your aura. That is
Mhm.
possible. That you can do it yourself.
Okay,
And only you are actually better placed to do it. No, nobody else can do it on your behalf.
okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, Indranilda, go ahead.
Good evening. Do we have time for
Yeah,
one
yeah, go
question?
ahead. Yeah, yeah. This evening session is for question answer.
Okay.
It will continue till all questions are answered. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. See, my question is connected to the salvation versus the environment. Now, we all know various people have attained salvation under different environments. Balmiki, okay, we know the story. We know about Sri Aurobindo.
Mm.
Then we know about certain places like, I believe, the Isha Foundation, which has a
Hmm.
base of Mercury, okay, which facilitates that kind of spiritual awakening,
Hmm.
Kamakha, etc.
Yes.
So, how important is the environment with respect to salvation?
Okay. No, it is a good question. See, environment can help you to achieve your spiritual goal much faster. Hmm. So, and also the presence of the master with the proper guidance so that you don't waste your energy and time for something which is not necessary. Hmm. So, so here comes little catch here. So if you read somebody and you follow that path, it may not work for you because all your paths are unique. All our spiritual paths are unique, and that's why you need a one-on-one coaching for your own ascension. That's why the guru comes in. Even if you follow some other master's path, you may not still reach there because it may not be path for you. It happened for him, but not for
Right,
you. That
right,
distinction you will not understand because you are not achieved there so that you can understand which path is what.
right,
Every path is correct, jotomat totopat. But what is the right path, shortest path for you, that your own personal guide can only tell you.
Okay.
So there are two things important here. One is guidance, and next is personal. Means your guide may be world famous one, but that you are not getting personal guidance from that person, he may not be your right guru. He can be world famous, very powerful, all are fine.
Okay.
But it needs to have personally custom made for you. Wherever you get stuck, little bit push is needed, and that right push is needed for your own journey. Okay.
Right. Right.
The place is correct, all are correct, the master's presence is correct, but it has to be also your own personalized, custom made path to be followed for to attain the salvation.
Okay. So, with regard to the environment, it means
Hmm.
that even if you're in a very bad environment, let's say a slum or a prison,
Yeah.
okay, you can still attain that level of
Oh,
vibration.
yes. Oh, yes.
Mm.
Okay, if you are giving the example, Lord Krishna born in the Kadagan, no, that prison.
Ah, okay.
No,
Mhm.
that doesn't matter. Okay. What it does is, see, adverse condition is like a you are chosen to have a higher level of obstacle to reach your goal faster. Let me put it this way.
Okay.
Okay. Even a lotus is sprout from the mud,
Mm.
but
Gobara
that
Padma.
lotus does
Yeah.
not allow even a drop of water to stay on his body.
Yeah.
Even a drop of water, it falls down. It doesn't stay
Correct.
there.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Mm.
So that is the type of approach we need to take, not by discarding the badness of the world, the environment you are in. You take it
Mm.
in your advantage to come with the purity.
Okay.
That is the approach. That is the right approach of that. Not running away, not getting a best possible environment to do that. But
Mhm.
if you have a choice, better environment helps you. That's all. But
Oh,
ultimately, it is nothing to do with outside. It is your inside that matters.
right.
It is your internal transformation, not external. You may be living in the same place, doing the same job, okay,
Yeah.
but internally you are transformed.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, okay. God bless you. Shupriya, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, okay. I actually had raised hand when Vikas was asking the question because I got a thought which I have to share.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it was regarding the places and um, Mataji's blessing seems to be there. So when my son was 2.5 years old, we were in Canada and we had just gone sightseeing to Quebec. And there was this one church we ended up in. We didn't know where we were going, just sightseeing. And we were on top of a hill. And we all were like, there we were going, like we go to a church and the normal way as um, as a place of as a place to visit, not as a place to pray. That was not the group that we went with. We did not go there to pray. We just went there to see the church, architecture of the church.
Mhm.
After going there, we found that the door was open. The church door was open, just towards the dusk. And my son suddenly he left all of us and he ran inside, right into the uh, sanctum actually area. And I ran after him because he was small and others were still coming. And I go there and I see him shashtang on the floor of the sanctum.
Mhm.
You know, um, he was he was very tiny. He was shashtang on the floor, and I was just I saw him and I was just taken aback at where did this child do it? Because in my house, I'm the one who was into puja and all, and Shashtang is something he has never seen. In my in-laws family, it is not there. So he has not seen how is he doing this, and he was there for a while. I prayed because I saw him pray. I prayed. Then I saw that there was a place to light lamps. So then there were candles hanging. We burned candles and everything, and then we came out, and that's it. I didn't know. Much later, the internet became a craze later. It was not a craze at that time. So I started looking for what is in that church, and that is what I want to share. I'll just share it in the uh, chat. This is the place. I just put it. It's called the Holy Door, and it's a cathedral. And
Okay.
supposedly it is one of the most. So I just wanted to share this. Thank you so
Okay,
much
great.
for the
Supriya, can you share it in the WhatsApp group, not in this chat? Okay,
Oh,
because
okay, I'll
after,
do that as well. Sure.
yeah, please share it in the. It's a very, very good. It's a blessed experience for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. All right. So, if there is no further question, so we'll go into our Kriya and meditation. Just sit straight.